Hey, how y'all doing? Silverbuck here. I'd like to thank my wife for picking up this box for me. I told her I wanted a treasure chest to start putting some of my silver in, so we plan on staining this bad boy. But first, she's stenciling out silver and then buck, and then we're going to put the silver buck logo somewhere on this side of the box. But she already did the lining for it. She lined it in black. She said that'd make the silver pop. So there it is. The inside of the box is all lined up and ready to go. We just got to finish up the outside. And I want to do that to hold my constitutional, some of my generics, and then some of my foreign coins, the Australian, the Mexican Libertad, and the Canadian Maple Leaf. And I got these out like the junk bin like I did last week with the American Silver Eagles. So they're kind of already nasty and dirty and spotting. So I don't mind touching them. And I'm going to put all this in there as well, all my generic rounds. Plus my 2-ounce privateer, because, you know, it's a treasure box. So you got to have the pirate in there. Arr. So, yeah, all these will go in there. And then a little bag of miscellaneous constitutional steel pennies and buffalo nickels and a couple proof sets in there. That'll all go in there. But what we have in here now is I told you I wanted to get some more constitutional, and I'll be working on this along with my American Silver Eagles predominantly from here on forward. Out of all these dimes, I think I maybe had 2 to 4 dimes before I bought all these. So, and those are mixed in there with it. Same with the quarters. I think I had like 2 quarters before I bought the rest of these. And my 2 quarters are, of course, in that stack as well. Now, to store the dimes, I've got this tube. The dealer threw the tube in for free because, you know, I've been going in there. I've spent quite a few bucks in there the last couple weeks. So, a little perk of knowing the coin dealer pretty well. And the quarters, I just store them in this little baggie. No big deal. They're circulated. They're not brilliant. They're not fine. They're not extra fine. They're pretty beat up, ugly, dirty, nasty looking. But guess what? They're still 90% silver, so it doesn't bother me one bit. I'll keep them. And then the American Silver Eagle, of course, I put them in the tube. The tube holds 20. I picked up 3 last week, which you see on the bottom row there, and I picked up 3 this week for a total of 6 out of the 20. So we're getting there. Once that gets full, I'll put it in the monster box. That'll complete 3 full tubes, and I'll start a 4th one. But for now, got a little ways to go before this 3rd tube is full. So there's the box. There's the constitutional. That's just how I'm storing it. And then there's the American Silver Eagles. And this is also what's going in the treasure chest. So, and then this is one that's full. I got to put this in the box. That's full of Silver Eagles as well. But these will go in there. So, and I also want to talk about spot price, okay? So if you don't watch spot price, I'm going to tell you a little story about why you should. And it goes a little something like this. All week this week I was watching the spot price, and it was just over 16 bucks at the start of the week, okay? As I was watching it, it was dropping. Every once in a while I'd gain a little bit and then drop. Well, if you listen closely to me, I buy my silver on Friday. This week that was not the case. I went and picked up the 3 American Silver Eagles and a bunch of constitutional, all for less than 100 bucks because of how low the spot price went. When I went in there on Thursday instead of a Friday, and spot price was like $14.90s, high 90s, under $15 an ounce. So I got all that silver for less than 100 bucks. So that means each American Silver Eagle was $18, and I picked up all this. So I picked up almost all this constitutional for 40 bucks. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. So not a bad score. So you got to pay attention to spot price. So when it starts dipping like that, and you normally buy, let's say you buy every Monday, and spot price is, you know, $15 on a Friday, and you wait till Monday and it opens up and it's $18, you just screwed yourself out of $3 an ounce. So not saying that'll happen, but it could. Had I waited till Friday to get it, it was back up over 15. I'd have lost out on some change. So every little bit of change adds up. So make sure you're, checking your spot prices daily. I check it 3, 4, 5 times a day, depending on how close it is for me buying or how low I'm looking at it going. And if it gets to that goal I have of under 15, I'll buy. And anytime I see that at 14 or lower, it could be $14.99. I'm going in there and I'm buying something. So just keep that in mind. Watch the spot price. Make sure you're checking that out every morning when you wake up. And then check it, if you're not used to it, check it in the morning and at night, see what it does. Once you start getting used to how the market fluctuates, and I say used to, but you'll never really get a grasp of it because it does what it wants, not what you want it to. But you can get a pretty good feel for it. So it's kind of like the stock market. It goes up and down. You know, we have bear markets too in the silver, so everything happens just the way it does in stocks. So there it is. This week's pickup. What we're putting in the treasure box, minus these Silver Eagles. So I'll take these out of the bag. Let them let their hair down a little bit. So I'll put all this stuff back in the tubes and we'll take a picture of it. And when I post this video on Facebook, you can check out the picture of everything in the treasure box. So appreciate your views. Like or comment this video, and if you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe button. And don't forget, if you hit the subscribe button and you enjoy watching my videos, hit the little bell icon on the bottom there, right hand side, and you'll get notified when I do a new video. All right, now y'all have a good weekend. Silverbuck out.